think you understand who's in the driver's seat. The wheels are about to fall off.
Yes, and that trailer is from The Family Business, premiering tomorrow. Season 3 premiering tomorrow on BET Plus. Our guest today is an executive producer. DB, break it down for him.
He's an actor, writer, producer, husband, and father. Some of my personal favorite films he starred in include the deep-sea thriller Leviathan. That ending still bothers me to this day, and he knows what I'm talking about. When he played Reggie in The Basketball Diaries, his role as Warden Leo Glenn in the HBO series Oz, and I can't forget the man who said, "That's a big Twinkie," Winston Zeddemore in Ghostbusters. Ironically, last time he was here was in 2014, and he was promoting the 30th anniversary of Ghostbusters, and now finally, the long-awaited, highly anticipated Ghostbusters Afterlife will be in theaters next month on November 19th. But tomorrow, like you said, Sway, you can watch him return as L.C. Duncan on Season 3 of The Family Business on BET+. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Ernie Hudson.
Hey, Mr. Hudson!
Hey, guys. Hey, wow. That's a nice intro. Thank you.
Come on, man.
Mr. Hudson should do radio. You hear that voice, Sway?
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, Mr. Hudson, you trying to take my job, bro? You're getting all the work. You're giving me that Isaac Hayes voice, man. You sing too?
Wow. Well, you know, it doesn't sound like that to me, man. You're doing it. I love listening to you guys. So.
Oh, wow, man. Thank you, sir. We appreciate you, man. One of the things I've always enjoyed you. It's been a long time since you've been on the show, and, you know, we do nothing but give you praises. And I like when I find commonalities and people that I, you know, grew up watching or that I have tremendous respect for. And Mr. Hudson, one of the things that you and I have in common is, like myself, you grew up a big fan of the icon Muhammad Ali. Am I mistaken?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, inspiration, man, for, you know, certainly my adult life. I mean, he was just incredible. So, yeah.
Did you get to meet him?
You know, I met him once. He was, I went to Wayne State University in Detroit. He came through there when he was exiled from boxing, and didn't get to spend any real time with him, but at least I shook his hand and got a chance to say hello.
Absolutely.
Which was a big deal to me. I was like, oh, and I thought I was a big guy, but man, it wasn't just his physical size. His presence was amazing.
Mm-hmm. Ali was huge, man. He was huge. When you talked about him being exiled from boxing, you know, and we talk about this a lot on the show, what he stood up for at that time, you know, you didn't see that often. And 9 times out of 10, you was going to drop out of public favor. You know, but when we look at certain athletes like, you know, the LeBron James of the world, you know, the Carmelo Anthonys, Chris Pauls, different people who have stood up against police brutality and social injustice. Do you liken it to that time period that Muhammad Ali was exiled? You know,
yeah. Well, you know, not only was he exiled, he paid the price, and he came out of it. I mean, he came out of it strong and set an example of. Because, you know, you stand up, it doesn't necessarily mean that that's the end of the game, you know. So I think he just inspired a lot of people. And he did it at a time when it wasn't, you know, really popular for a lot of people, black, white, or otherwise, you know. But he stood on his principles, and that I think that's what really characterizes him.
Absolutely, and we see that in these young athletes today. And then I think I was going to lead up to this question. Did you watch the Fury and Wilder fight?
No, I didn't. No.
Oh, well, that's gangster.
He was working probably. So.
Hey, man, you must have a great life. That man even watched the fight. Man, you got stuff to do, huh?
I've been busy, man. I've been busy.
You've been busy.
I love fighting, but I'm just boxing. But I've just been traveling, working, heading to New York to work on another show. It's God is good, and I'm blessed to be able to do what I love to do.
Absolutely. And now you're not just acting; you're also an executive producer. Was that always the plan when you got into acting? You know, you're the EP of The Family Business. Was that always the plan?
No. You know, I started out wanting to be a writer, but acting was always fun. Writing was work, and so I became a single dad really early, and so I had to feed the kids, and acting was immediate. But acting is what I do. I've been making a living from acting for 56 years. When my first son was born, he's 56 years old now. So I was acting then. And this being an executive producer on this show is my way of saying, okay, I want to be a part of it, but I also want to have some influence in terms of how we go with this and where we go with this. Because a lot of shows, I've been in somebody else's story. And I just want to, just step up when I need to. And sometimes there are things that need to happen that only I can. Well, I shouldn't say only I, but I'm the one to make it happen. So I'm glad to be able to do that. But it's acting on the show that inspires me, that I'm happy about.
Okay, man. Ernie Hudson is here, man. 888-742-3345. Bills, would you want to holler at Ernie Hudson?
I do. Thank you, Mr. Hudson, for calling into the show today. I wanted to ask you about that process of stepping into executive producer as, for years of being in front of the screen. And I don't know how crazy your journey was. I could only imagine, just having so much respect for you as an artist. But finally taking that leap of faith and having an idea and presenting it and pitching it. How difficult was that for you? Or maybe it was easy. Could you share a little bit of that with us?
Well, in this case, it was easy. I mean, I've tried to bring some things, forward in the past, but Carl Weber, he's amazing, and he wasn't from Hollywood. He came with this story, and we have an amazing executive producer, N.D. Brown, who is an extraordinary team. Trey Haley, who directs all the episodes. So they just made everything easy. I came in as, when we needed to step in front of the network, I was there. And all the work I've done, we were able to bring that to play. And, thankfully, they responded and we got it to the air. So, but yeah, no, they do the heavy lifting, but sometimes, I need to step up and do what needs to be done.
There it is, Ernie Hudson, man. Hey, man, I didn't know you had a 56-year-old son.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, my son's becoming an old guy now. I'm like, dude,
you look young.
Right. That's your brother, you mean?
You
look like you 56, man. Right.
Right.
Well, thank you. I've been very blessed. I grew up, in the projects, and God has been good.
Amen.
And I have 4 sons, and they're all amazing people, and I'm just very proud of all of them.
Okay, Ernie Hudson is here. Tracy, you want to jump in?
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, Mr. Hudson, I'm so happy that you're joining us. And I know outside of just promoting the family business, which is on season 3, God bless, but also the third part of Ghostbusters Afterlife, and thinking about this magical number 3. When it comes to a trilogy, that doesn't always work for certain franchises, but it's working for Ghostbusters. Can you share what are the elements where if a movie's going to have a sequel, or even go as far to be in a trilogy or even beyond, what are some of the elements that have to be there if you want a shot at success?
Well, I think the most important thing is you really got to pay attention to the audience, the people who kept it alive, the people who are looking forward. You have to listen to that. We had another movie that was all ladies, being the Ghostbusters, and Paul Feig did it. But I don't think he necessarily just tuned into what the fans were asking for and looking for. And I think this new one is Jason Reitman's dad Ivan Reitman produced and directed the first 2 movies. And he was on the set as a 6-year-old kid running around. He loves the franchise. He's very aware of the audience. And I think that's the big difference here.
Okay.
Got it.
Stand on that post. Any Ghostbuster fans? 888-742-3345.
Here, I got one.
Okay, there he goes. All right, go ahead, ZB.
Yeah, Mr. Hudson, I know we're here to promote Family Business premiering tomorrow, but me being a huge Ghostbusters fan, I grew up on it. And last time you came by, you signed my Ghostbusters DVD. And so I just have to ask, because I'm going to be there front row whenever it opens in theaters next month. Just a basic question. Since you are a Ghostbuster and you've talked about the fanfare, you know, from the toys, the merchandise, the people turning Ecto-1s from their cars, do you own any props from the first two films? Or even did you keep anything from this one?
You know, the only thing I got from the first movie was my jumpsuit. And, you know, studios get very possessive, and I'm like, okay, but I was, the last day of shooting, I was getting ready to leave, and Harold Ramis said, are you taking your jumpsuit? And I said, well, I'm not sure we're allowed to. He said, Ernie, we're the Ghostbusters. Take the jumpsuit. So from all the movies I've been in, you know, there's always something. And with Ghostbusters, I have the jumpsuit from all the movies.
Can you still fit it?
You know what?
Oh yeah. You know what?
See?
This pandemic came out, and I was hearing all this stuff. I'm like, okay. I told my wife, we need to make sure we get healthy. I don't want any pre-existing. So I dropped probably about 35 pounds during the pandemic.
Well,
so,
shit.
you know,
Damn.
use that time well.
Were you doing push-ups too? Like how? What was it? Was it the diet?
Well, you know, you always got to do your push-ups. You know, that basic stuff you learn as a kid, you got to keep that in play. Otherwise, the body starts to disappoint you.
What a way to put it. Right. The body is disappointed in itself. It's you that's disappointed.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
We got Jessica on the line from Michigan. Jessica, welcome to the show. Grand Risings.
Hey.
Grand Rising, hi.
Hey. Say hello to the executive producer of the Family Business, Season 3.
Hello, Mr. Hudson.
Well, hello, hi. Hello to Michigan.
Yes, I'm from Benton Harbor.
Oh, wow, my
I'm a
hometown.
huge fan, yes. Everybody around here knows we're very proud that Ernie is from Benton Harbor.
Mm-hmm.
I just heard you on the radio, so I wanted to call in.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. That it means a lot. You know, I mean, when home appreciates you, that it means a lot. So,
Absolutely.
no, but I was thinking about the question about Ghostbusters and family business. The reason I wanted to be executive producer on it and have influence, because when I did the character Winston, I had no influence in terms of how things went or
Right.
you know, what was happening. And that was kind of a humbling experience in a lot of ways. So when something you're passionate about, I just want to make sure that I got a voice in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. Yes. Thank you.
That makes sense. We got. I'm gonna take a few callers. We got to go quick. Carlos in Vegas. So what's up? Say hello to Mr. Hudson. Carlos.
Hey, Carlos.
Hey, Mr. Hudson. Hey, Grand Rising to everybody. Bless up to everyone. Appreciate the show. Just wanted to be quick, Mr. Hudson. I really appreciate what you did for Ghostbusters. Hey, I'm a huge fan. I'm an artist, and one of the first pieces of art that I drew up was you guys taking down the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. So I just wanted to give a shout out. I'm excited to see the movie. I can't wait for it. I got my kid. She's turned on to it. So, hey, keep up the good work. Can't wait to watch Family Business. It's my first time hearing about it, so I can't wait to check it out because I know that everything touches gold. So y'all take care. Bless up. Have a great day.
Get it on the BET Plus app. And Family Business is like Falcon Crest mixed with Dynasty, mixed with a little bit of love and hip hop. You know, it's everything rolled up in one, and there's not a second. I think y'all probably got a scandal quota every 5 minutes, you know, on the Family Business. It might be written in the script, but Carlos, you're going to enjoy it, all right? You're a
My life
citizen.
has just become recently stress-free and drama-free, so I could appreciate a little bit of drama in my life, so I'll go ahead and check it out. So y'all
Check it
take
out.
It easy.
You'll get a plentiful, all right? You're a citizen, man.
So
Come on. You know what? Clifton Powell is in Family Business.
Yeah.
Man,
Clifton's amazing. I love Clifton. I've always been a fan of his work, and I admire him. He plays my brother, and he's amazing. He's a wonderful actor. I'm glad he's still doing what he loves to do.
Absolutely. I'm gonna take one more call. This is Jess. She's in Augusta, Georgia. Jess, how you doing? Grand Risings.
Hey, Grand Rising, Sway, Tracy G, and Heather B.
Hey,
What up?
hey.
Good morning, Mr. Hudson. Hey.
Hi, Jess.
Hey, hey, how are you? I was just calling to let you know that the whole Ghostbusters movies have inspired my 7-year-old son to dress up like you guys, go out and buy a proton pack, an EKG meter, the glasses, the jacket, the whole nine. And we go to the movies and watch it.
Wow.
And then he's like, I love Ray Stantz. You know, Dan Aykroyd. He watches
Right.
Blues Brothers to the end of death. He's like, Mom, I just want 4 fried chickens. So you guys have inspired my 7-year-old. I just want to let you guys know that it's going on for generations.
Wow. That's beautiful. You know, that's the wonderful thing about Ghostbusters. It crosses generation. I've seen great-grandparents watch it with their little... Everybody enjoys it for different reasons, but the little kids, the adults, and not many movies do that. So it means a lot.
Absolutely.
Just thanks for sharing.
Absolutely.
Tell your son, what's your son's name?
Absolutely. His name is Jeff. He's named after me. I'm Jessica. He's Jeff.
Okay, tell him we said what up. All right, he's a citizen. He's a
Wait
citizen.
minute.
Hey, how does that work, Mr. Hudson? As popular and as big as Ghostbusters, especially the first movie, is, you get, in terms of the payment, you don't get residuals any longer, or do you? How do they negotiate that? Mr. Hudson?
You get. Can you hear me?
Yeah, go for it. I thought you hung up when I asked that money question. I didn't know that.
Stay out my business, Sway.
Why are you in my business, Sway?
No. You know, it's if it's shown on TV, you get residuals, and you know, they set it up where you're supposed to get some back end here and there, but you never see that. So I love Ghostbusters, but it's not from all the money I made on it. I just I appreciate the fan, but I don't appreciate the studio and their pay system. So but it's good.
Yeah, and it's interesting now we're entering a new time in this digital age and this streaming age, and like many artists, when we in the music business, where you only have one or two avenues of making a stream of money. Now you got plentiful now, so it's different now. So you an EP, it's a streaming system now. You obviously can have more proprietorship in the work you do, right?
Absolutely, and you know, it's much more diverse now. They appreciate our talents more. It's always been a different pay scale for, you know, black actors as opposed to white, and that's known. But yeah, things have have changed for the better, and I'm excited about that.
Okay, Ernie Hudson, ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause, man. Next time we'll hopefully we'll be in the studio, we'll be in person, we can see you again. Okay.
I'd love to. Thank you so much for taking the time. I really love and appreciate you guys. So just stay up, stay strong, and all the best to you.
Thank you, man.
I'm
gonna ask you to stay off of radio because I feel threatened right now. Okay, so keep your voice somewhere else. All right, Mr. Hudson.
well, thank you. Thank you. You got nothing to worry about.
Okay, that's what's up, man. There it is, season 3, The Family Business, premiering tomorrow on BET Plus.
Quiet Groove.
Hey, Mr. Hudson, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, why don't you just do a little radio? Just say, we'll be right back on Sway in the Morning. That's it. Go ahead.
Hey, we'll be right back on Sway in the Morning.